Well, Shaun, welcome to Rotherham United. It's another move that's happened really quickly. Could you give us a bit of a timeline of the events for this summer?
Yeah, it's been a quick turnaround to be fair. I think I met the gaffer last week in person. Obviously I've known him before, played against him a couple of times, but yeah, met him in person last week. We spoke and it was obviously a great chat, and I think escalated quickly to be fair over the weekend. And yeah, here I am today. Glad to get it done to be fair. It's been a short time. Obviously the season's not long finished, but I think it's nice to be able to get something done early, and definitely this place and the gaffer that's here and the people that are behind the scenes definitely buzzing to be here.
What did he kind of say to you in that sales pitch, or did it even need much of on the move to Rotherham United?
Not really in terms of selling it. I think the club speaks for itself. Obviously, it's a massive club, and with obviously what happened last year, I think things are gonna want to be put right quite quickly. So I think that was a no-brainer in itself. And then just touching on obviously the gaffer, I've known him for a couple of years now and shown a little bit of interest in the last 2 years. So when I met him, he just sort of reiterated how he sees me playing, how he sees me as a player, and I think that just straight away just sold it to me.
As a player that's not kind of moved around much, not moved at all, in fact, from Northampton, done 10 years service there, was having somebody that was so keen to get your services and knowing of that interest previously a big factor as well?
Yeah, I've been at Northampton for 10 years now, so it's been a long stretch, and thoroughly enjoyed every bit of it. And obviously this next chapter of my book, I think, coming off the gaffer that's at Northampton, he obviously had a little bit of a soft side for me, and had a lot of belief in me, and with obviously the gaffer here, I think I'm going to get that sort of same sort of relationship. So obviously, as long as I can perform on the pitch, I'm pretty sure we'll have a good future together.
You've kind of touched on it there. Did this seem like the next logical step? You've been promoted out of League Two with Northampton. You've played plenty of games in League One as well. But of course, Rotherham United's aim is to try and get promoted back to the Championship.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've always obviously wanted to play as high as possible, and I think the next step for me would be coming here and getting promoted. Was obviously you guys that want to get promoted straight away. I think the project and obviously how big the club is. Just been out there now. The stadium's obviously it's a great stadium, and can't wait to meet the fans. But yeah, the club speaks for itself, and I think it's going to want to get promoted straight away. So I want to be a part of that.
Very much a player on the up, 25 years old, and we've said about him in the next step. You still feel like there's a lot more to come from Shaun McWilliams?
Yeah, I think usually your prime sort of your 26, 25 to 29. So I think obviously I'm just hitting that. So yeah, I need to obviously show that out there, and I think it's just a challenge for myself. To be fair, I think I know what I want to do and I know how I want to progress. So it's just about putting that, and I think I'm gonna have to start showing it now. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great move for me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Always a difficult question to answer, but for fans that might not have seen you play, how would you kind of describe your style?
Um, I'm an athletic centre midfielder. I get the team on the front foot, the middle of the park. Obviously, that's what I tend to try and boss in the 90 minutes. Obviously, that the game's played, and yeah, I'm going to chip in with a couple goals and a couple assists. But yeah, mainly just making sure that that centre midfield is mine, and getting the team on the front foot.
You mentioned a couple of buzzwords there that Rotherham United fans might like. Are they kind of traits you identify with the Steve Evans team as well, and ways that you might think you'd be able to fit in?
Yeah, obviously from playing teams of the gaffer before, I think he's always got a strong, solid base that it's always tough to play them sort of teams. So I think we're not going to be any different this year. And I think I know a couple of the boys here, and I think the young talent, and not necessarily young, but the talent here just speaks for itself. And I think last year was obviously a blip season. You can always have that, but I think going to need to bounce back straight away. And the quality that's in the building and the signings that are going to be made, I think it's going to be a great place to be.
You said right at the top interview how early it is in the summer. Is it a case now of going away? Is it nice as a player to be able to go away knowing where your future's going to be as well?
Yeah, that was obviously one of the aims, to be fair, because I do actually go away tomorrow, so it's going to be a quick turnaround, which obviously it has been over the weekend, but it's only been 2 to 3 weeks that the season's done. So for me to be able to get that done, and the gaffer obviously made that so easy for it to be done. So that's obviously a big part, and I'm just excited because now I can just go away, not relax because we're going to have to be back in soon, but just take that sort of stress away from not knowing where I'm going to be. And with obviously being at the Northampton for 10 years, I've always had a home, so I'm looking forward to this being my next home.
We mentioned the word excited a few times there. Like you say, you'll want to go and get some sand between your toes, I'm sure, over the summer. But will a little bit of you be kind of willing the season back round? Pre-season never too much fun, but the excitement of the new challenge.
Yeah, I think obviously when you venture into a new, even in normal careers, and when you venture into a new place, it's always got that excitement. So yeah, I'll be raring to go, and yeah, I'm gonna take this time to have a little bit of a break, but I'll be working and I'll be making sure I'm ready for when we come back in.
And finally, we've kind of had a couple of players that have had good affinities with the club leave recently. I'm sure you might like to say a brief word for your thanks to the people at Northampton as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go. Obviously, have to go see them, and it's been obviously a crazy journey. It's been so long, but it's gone so quick. It's quite hard to explain. I think when I first came in and obviously first jumped on the scene, they took to me so easy and just made everything easier for me to be able to do on the pitch. So I can only thank them. Well, obviously, we've gone through a journey. We've had ups and downs, but every game, obviously, singing my name, it's just been great, and I can't thank them enough. And yeah, I'll see them shortly.